Unit 3, Subprime and Predatory Lending. Introduction and Objectives. Lesson 1, Subprime Lending. Lesson 2, Predatory Lending and Federal Legislation. Lesson 3, State Lending Legislation, California's Covered Loan Law. California's Covered Loan Law. In 2001, California legislators enacted the Covered Loan Law, State Financial Code, sections 4970 to 4979.8, in an effort to curb predatory lending practices. Covered loans are those secured by a 1 to 4 unit residential property that will be used as the primary dwelling of the borrower. Covered loans can't exceed maximum conforming loan limits set by Fannie Mae. In addition, the total fees and points that the borrower will have to pay before closing can't exceed 6% of the total loan amount. Prepayment penalties are prohibited after the first 36 months. Negative amortization loans are limited. Refinancing restrictions apply when the new loan has no identifiable benefit to the borrower. Lenders that knowingly violate the covered loan law can face up to $25,000 in fines per incident and be liable for restitution to the borrower, attorney's fees, court costs, and possible punitive damages. What is predatory lending? What do you think of when you hear the term predatory lending? Overdraft loans? Payday loans? Tax refund loans? Or high-interest subprime mortgages? Predatory lending is the practice of charging fees and interest much higher than necessary. Consumers are taken advantage of by predatory lending practices to the tune of billions of dollars every year. How is it accomplished? Here are some ways that unscrupulous lenders take advantage of consumers. Inflating appraisal values in order to lend more than a property is worth. Charging excessive fees, sometimes for services that don't even exist. Instructing borrowers to give false information about their income and expenses. Charging higher interest rates for consumers of different races and nationalities. Charging in excess of 5% over the current market rate for interest on subprime mortgages. Summary of existing predatory lending regulations. Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA. Effective date, December 22, 1974, with additional rollouts of this sweeping legislation occurring over time. Applies to mortgage loans and settlement services, e.g., real estate licensees, appraisers, title companies. Requires certain disclosures. Loan estimate. Closing disclosure. Initial escrow statement. Annual escrow statement. Buyer may choose their own title insurance company. Provisions for borrowers who are victims of overcharging. Truth in Lending Act, TILA. Effective date, June 29, 1968. Applies to most types of loans and revolving credit. Regulates advertising of credit services. Requires full disclosure of key information to the consumer, including annual percentage rate, APR. Home Ownership and Equity Protection Act, HOPA. Effective date, 1994, updated January 10, 2014. Amendment to TILA. Applies to certain types of loans that use the borrower's primary residence as collateral, such as refinances and home equity loans, and revolving credit. Does not apply to loans for investment properties, commercial properties, first mortgages, or reverse mortgages. Requires full disclosure of key information to the consumer. Restricts certain loan terms. Restricts fees. Requires pre-loan counseling for consumers.